Alright, got my Masterbuilt smoker out, and it is warming up. It's funny because it's warming up a lot faster than it did when I first initially started it. And it's 32 degrees outside right now, so it's actually even colder than when I first used it. But of course it's not burning off all that oil and everything where everything's covered in oil. So anyway, I am going to smoke some pork loins today. Alright, this is what I did. I caught one at the store. I ended up cutting it in half so I can have two big chunks. I put some of this bone sucking sauce on it, seasoning and rub. Got that at Sportsman's Warehouse. And then I got this one right here, which is my hickory bacon Pit Boss. Got that one also at Sportsman's. I put this one on one, the hickory bacon, and I put the bone sucking sauce on the other one. So I did them last night. I put a little mustard on it to make the seasoning stick, and I coated them last night and wrapped them in aluminum foil, kept them in the fridge overnight. So I will be putting them in the smoker in about 20 minutes. I got them out to get to room temperature. Alright, we got a few snowflakes coming down. So we're gonna start our smoker. Power on. Temperature. Up arrow. Let's set it for about 250 for a little while, and then we'll go to 275. Okay, we'll set it on 250. Alright, now hit the timer button. Goes for hours. Get that thing turned on. Let's put on for 5 hours, because you can always shut it off early. Now hit the timer button again, then it goes to minutes, and hit it again, and it's going, or it turns on. Red light comes on, means it's on. So now it's set at 5 hours at 250 degrees, and now it's gonna start heating up. Alrighty, it's just starting to snow out here, so might put a little something over the electronics right here. Don't know if it'll affect it or not, but I like to cover it with aluminum foil. Sure keeps everything a lot cleaner. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in there. They're nice and marinated. What's nice about this smoker, it comes with a heat probe thermometer. Alright. That's what's nice about putting aluminum foil on everything. We're on the water cup and then the pan on the bottom. All that stuff drips on there. And you notice that window's nice and clean, because if you clean it off right away, use a little dish soap and a wash rag with some warm water and wipe it down right after you've used the smoker, it'll come right off. In my smoking tray, I'm gonna put a mixture of hickory wood chips and some mesquite. This one does have the side loading door where you can load the wood in from the side. But since this is the initial, I took out the tray and I can put it in there while it's cold. Our smoker's at 180. It was at 205 before I started opening the door. So we'll let it go and finish heating back up, and we'll check back in when the smoke starts rolling around in there. Right now you can see the meat pretty plainly and everything, and we'll see what it looks like in a few minutes when it's full of smoke. This is what I love about my Masterbuilt. It's been 5 minutes. Look at that smoke rolling out of there. It's rolling up out of the top. And it's just getting heavier and heavier. You can barely see the meat in there now. Look at that rolling around in there. That is a good blend of wood. Mesquite and hickory. One of my favorite blends. Sure makes the neighborhood smell good. I gotta say that much. Woo. It's at 199 degrees. It's heating back up. Of course, it takes a little longer when you got two big old chunks of meat in there. There we go. That's a nice view of the door. But that's what happens inside of a smoker. The smoke just sits there and rolls around like crazy. And it comes out the top vent. Depending on how much you keep the top vent open. If you have it too much open, all the smoke's going to just escape before it has a chance to sit there on the meat for quite a while. Alright, I just checked the internal temperature. That built-in thermometer was actually really close to my household thermometer. So now I'm going to take these inside. Alright, see you inside. Alright. What we're going to do is we are going to wrap them in a little bit of aluminum foil. So we'll go ahead and put a bit more spices on there. Alright, got them wrapped up. I actually put a touch of apple juice in there with the spices. And it's just hit 160 degrees. So I am going to go ahead and put it back out on the smoker. And now that it's wrapped in foil and has a little moisture in there, it's going to stop losing any moisture. So now as you cook it, it's just going to get more tender. So I will stick it back in the smoker and leave it in for another hour or so, and then they should be done. Alrighty. It has been 3.5 hours since I put it in the smoker. Went 2 hours smoking it, unwrapped, just sitting on the grate. then I just brought it in, so it's nice and hot. The last hour I wrapped it in aluminum foil. Hour and a half. I already cut a slice off. Alright, here we are. Looks delicious. Let's give this a try. Oh, nice and soft, tender. Wrapping that back up, keep the heat in it, because I am right now cooking the rest of dinner, and this turned out perfect. So 3.5 hours in my Masterbuilt smoker, 2 hours in the smoke, and 1 hour, hour and a half wrapped up in aluminum foil. I could have, or you can take it out for the last half hour and out of the aluminum foil, or open the aluminum foil up and then turn the heat up and put more of a glaze on the outside of your pork, but this actually is perfect. It's very tender and delicious. So another plus for Masterbuilt. And this turned out pretty darn good. Alright, see you next video. Bye all.